Welcome to the show. I'm joined by Matt Brown. Morning to you, Matt.
Good morning.
Right, let's kick off with the headlines today. Little to direct markets in Europe as the Bank of England passes all 7 major banks in the UK stress test. Was that a straightforward process this time around?
A little more straightforward than last year, albeit RBS and Lloyds. There were a few issues. I mean, they got over the line. That's the main thing. Stress test, if in case we have a hard Brexit, but they're not, they're not as strong and stable as they could be. And a hard Brexit may, cause a bit of a wobble, but would they actually stand up to a Lehman's event again? Yep. And that's the key thing. Now, look, they've been given the green tick. They've got past the test. That's great. The stocks really haven't moved on the back of it. I think if we'd seen any of the major banks, certainly RBS, failing, then we would have seen a sell-off. But well done, UK banks. But I think, as I say,
we've been in the markets too long, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Well, let's move on to look at Accardo. What are the headlines there this morning?
Big headline from them. Now, Accardo have always said they're looking at doing a big deal, signing up with a big partner, and it's taken months, and kind of shareholders were getting a bit irate that this deal hadn't been announced. Well, here we are. Accardo have announced a deal with Group Casino, the French supermarket group. The stock's up 20% on the back of it. Obviously, Accardo are going to deliver goods in France, so no longer will it be an onion seller with a basket with baguettes on the front. It'll be a white Accardo van delivering snails and frogs' legs to the French population.
Wow. Okay, let's talk small caps. AIM one to watch. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Good luck.
Yeah, Physiomix, however you want to pronounce it. The key thing is any shareholders are happy this morning because the stock's up 42%, I should say. That's a big move. It's a little tiddler in the AIM market. And the reason I picked it out, the reason the stock is trading up, it's an agreement with Merck. Now, Merck is obviously the US medical giant. They've agreed. It's with regards to a virtual tumour project, ongoing project and agreement with Merck. They're looking at it may take a few years. It's a brilliant story for the small company. But again, I just want to highlight Merck, who yesterday have come out and said, look, they're going to create 950 jobs in a research and development hub in London. Yep. So London is open for business, certainly in the healthcare and tech sector. So yeah, I'm banging the drum for Merck. We like Merck in the UK today.
Understood. Right, currencies. Great British Pound 133.10 against the US dollar, and the Euro Great British Pound cross 89.42. Yeah, that's the same slide as yesterday, isn't it?
Pretty much. I mean, and this is symptomatic of the FX market as a whole. Really, everything's stuck in ranges at the moment. The dollar saw a bit of weakness yesterday. It's lifted up. Euros trade. It's still around the same levels versus the US dollar. So actually, for a change, the FX markets are behaving themselves for now.
We like to hear that. Okay, so let's move on to broker upgrades, downgrades. EasyJet is the stock this morning, selected by Stock Societe Generale. Previous recommendation was a sell, and they've gone to a hold. So that's an upgrade of sorts.
Yeah, a semi-upgrade, half upgrade there. Again, EasyJet, it's a great story. The airline has changed. It's gone through a transitional period. It's performing well, and obviously SocGen have picked up on that. I read in the news today, British Airways have picked up the Gatwick slots from
saw that. Yep.
Beleaguered Monarch, who went bust. But yeah, EasyJet just going from strength to strength, and it's a stock that in the future people won't look at British Airways and the like. I think EasyJet will be the stock to hold if you're in the airline sector.
Understood. Okay, so let's go to the core number today, 10,000. Would that be?
It's not 10,000 BC, the film with Raquel Welch, I believe.
That's the one. Yep.
Great film if you remember the posters. But this is 10,000 BTC, which is Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is pushing up towards this level, knocking on the door of this key 10,000 handle. Is it a bubble? Who knows? But I mean, we were talking at the top of the show about Lehman's and UK bank stress tests. The Bitcoin was invented as an alternative currency after pretty much the Lehman's event. Now the question is actually, you've got to look at it and say, are these values, if we do see an economic crisis, it's only going to add strength to Bitcoin. Is it a bubble? Who knows? But those that like it. But I put it out there, obviously with the CMA CME bringing out a futures contract, a lot of hedge funds are probably in quite a tight market, maybe bidding up Bitcoin, knowing full well around the corner they can short it.
Yep, fair point. Okay, let's wrap up today with the economic calendar. Anything to move the markets here?
A couple of things. Look out for Powell's speech. Obviously, he'll be the new Fed chairman, Treasury Secretary in the US speaking. That'll be enough to move the US dollar in actually what is quite a fairly quiet macro data week.
Understood. Matt, thank you very much indeed.